distance and displacement. Now imagine like when you're watching Google Maps on your phone, you see this, and there are blocks like roads are there. Okay, so say for example you leave from your house over here, position A, and you have to reach at your friend's home, that is position B. Okay, so you will go here, you will take a right, and then you will take a left. Okay, so all that you walked or you drive your car. So that is, say for example, this is 50 meters, and this is 80 meters, and this is 10 meters. Okay, so then according to this chapter, when you're talking about distance, it is basically the length of the path traveled. Okay, so over here, this will be 50 plus 80 plus 10, and that will be 140 meters. So that means the distance traveled is 140. Okay, however, when you take into account something that is like a straight line, okay, I'll use another color over here. Yeah, if you take into account this, so this is what is called as a straight line joining A, which is a starting point, and B, which is a end point. Now this straight line is called as displacement. Okay, so what is displacement? It is a shortest distance between the starting and the final position. Okay, so this is what displacement is. Okay, so distance and displacement is basically over here. This is a scalar, and this is a vector quantity, and displacement is denoted by a vector s. Okay, this is a vector. We generally will not be using it, but it is a vector quantity, and it is denoted by a capital letter S. Now that capital letter S is generally used a lot. Yeah. Fine. So there are more points of distinction. I will just clear the screen, and before we go ahead. Yeah. So displacement is capital S, and distance is generally denoted by a small letter d. Yeah. Okay. Now, what else did we study about distance and displacement? So one thing which I told you, displacement is a vector, distance is a scalar. Displacement is the total length of the path taken. So displacement is the shortest distance from the starting point to the final point. What else is there? Displacement. Yeah, now you were talking about being positive, negative. So displacement can be positive, displacement can be zero, displacement can be negative. But distance is always positive. Okay, so that's a point. Now, how do we understand that? Like suppose this is the starting point for us, and we assume that if you're moving to the right, then it is positive. Then we move to the left, that is negative. Okay, if you start here and then you come back at that point, then your displacement is zero. Are you following this? Okay, another point is that displacement will be less than or equal to distance always. Okay, displacement can be less than or equal to. Uh, Less than means what? Suppose you are here, you you travel like this and you reach a point B. So this whole length is the distance that you have traveled, and displacement will be the starting point and the end point. This will be displacement. So displacement is usually less than distance. Okay. However, suppose you have a 100-meter race, and in the 100-meter race, you know that they all run straight. So in that case, the distance and the displacement will be same.